Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I waited off on this video until I got my camera, so finally I can record myself while I'm doing these videos. So I wanted to do this video on the public shipbuilder that Alex worked on. So I've opened up this link from Discord. You can find it in FAQ info. And now when you first open it up, it's going to be view only. Alright, so you need to come up to the file and either make a copy or download it. I'm just going to make a copy. I don't need it to say copy of though. You can name it whatever the heck you want, but just going to name it public shipbuilder. It'll go to my drive and then I can edit it. Now real quick before we do that, just so you can see, every single one of these you are able to make a selection, but not when it's read-only. Alright, so let's get this thing going. And there we go. Now we've got a version that we can actually edit. So it's really, really basic. This screen on this Shipbuilder 1 here, what it does is any selection you make here, it draws from these other tabs. Alright, so you don't have to know all of the stats off the top of your head anymore. You don't have to guess. You can come and look at these things. Like here's all the ship selections, all the weapons, they're all in there. Defenses. This I think the original writer put in there, this ship level fleet database beta. I think he was trying to condense it so that it wouldn't be so many tabs, which not necessarily a bad thing. Maybe Alex will work on that and get this thing pared down. But the basics are, all you're going to do, first select a hull. So let's say you're working on an IR destroyer fleet. Alright, now you kind of have to know how many weapon slots, how many special weapon defenses tech. You have to know that beforehand because it's not quite smart enough to narrow that down. And that's on the original maker, that's not on Alex. But let's go ahead and build the original. Now you can scroll through it, and find, let's say, Plasma Missile 2, or select it and start typing. So there's Plasma Missile 2. We're going to do it 4 times. That's how many weapon slots you get on a destroyer. Alright, we don't do any special weapons on our IR build. Defenses. The absolute basic IR does not need defenses, but given that it's basically free because they're all 4 seconds, we're going to go ahead and put some shields in there. So let's see. Well, I don't want none. I don't know why that did it. So here's all the shields. Now, because all of these things are 4 seconds, you can go all the way up to Kinetic Shield 5. Unfortunately, what we don't have working on this is the fleet power. Alright, so that you'll have to do in-game. I think it works on the original, but Alex wanted to shrink this down, make it a whole lot easier. So, what I like to do... Okay, I don't know why that's doing that. It's not selecting the entire thing. Now, you don't need energy shields until you get to the level 30 NPC base. So I'm not going to put it on this build. So we'll have kinetic shields, concussive shields. That's why I must have hit the arrow. So you hit the arrow, it doesn't let you select all. Alright, so we got that. Now one of the biggest things you need, well, I'm not going to do it that way. We'll start with just a shape charge. The advanced shape charge 1, when you are using plasma missiles or bombs or the torpedoes, advanced shape charge 1 is one of the best advanced blueprints you can get. It really increases the damage done. Alright, and then we always go with mass amplifier. Well, not mass amplifier, mass lightning. I've tested this out, and you can do mass lightning 3, And then we like to do the assessor module. You can do assessor module 3. Now I believe I have this exact same one done, so I'm going to go ahead and get into the game here, and we'll look at it. See, the repair time is 4 minutes 52 seconds. That's right up here. And it shows you the power used. It's not that much for one ship. Obviously, you got to take that times 6 in order to get a whole fleet. But let's get on in here. And I believe I've kept this fleet even though I'm done hitting anything below level 40 NPC base. So that should be this fleet right here, level 10. And there it is. So the plasma missile 2s, concussive shield, kinetic shield, neutronium armor 2, assessor module, mass lightning 3, and advanced shape charge 1. That gives you a level 10 fleet that can easily survive a level 20 base. And as long as you fly it decently well, it can survive a level 30 base very easily as well. You can take away all of those defenses, put it back to bare bones tech modules, put it back to plasma missile 1s, and it will still be able to take on a level 30, but you really have to watch your path. Alright, so like I said, that gives you a level 10 fleet. That's something we'll probably add here to this at some point. That way, just so you can see, okay, I do 6 of these, this is how much the fleet level is going to be. You always want to be at least 10 levels below whatever you're attacking. But now you can look at this and say, okay, what happens if I change this shape charge to advanced shape charge 3? Let's go choose it. Well, that thing has a 3 minute 57 second just by itself repair. So that bumps it up to 8 minutes 30 seconds a ship. Alright. Now one of the things I'm going to go ahead and do, go to do the battleship. I'm going to show you the particle blaster build that I did. All particle blaster 5. I might need to go cheat and look at it, but let's get all of these selected. So now since it's a battleship, you got 5. You just kind of have to know that. No special weapons. Now I did all the level 5 shields, including energy, of course. Can't really do it without energy. Helps if you can spell. And then neutronium armor 5. So that's the defenses on that. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and look here. And I just got all the other 5s, aside from integrity field, which is researchy. You can see it over here. 14 days, 23 hours left on that. It starts with over 20 days, so 3 weeks. Be prepared. Alright, so neutronium core, mass lightning, advanced assessor, not advanced assessor, but advanced mass amplifier. Okay. So advanced mass amplifier 3. Mass lightning 5. Assessor module 5. And then, of course, I forgot what the 4th one was. Neutronium core. That gets you a better penetration. There we go, neutronium core 5. Alright, and then we had integrity field 5. Or 4. Level 4. Alright, so obviously the big thing on here is the mass amplifier 3, which I use because it gives you that extra % of a DPS. It may or may not be needed. I'm not going to go redo everything, but you can take a look at the difference here. So remember, 357 for the level 3 and only 19 seconds for the 1. Okay, that's what puts this in at 7 minutes 44 seconds, just like the railgun build, which I have over here. That's the railgun build. In that case, instead of mass amplifier, advanced mass amplifier 1, I go with mass amplifier 5 and do advanced neutronium core 1. But the repair time is the same because you have 1 advanced 1 or yellow 1, whichever you want to use to do that. But now you can go through here and see, well, what might happen if, say, I chose to do 2 of these yellow ones. Okay, that shows mass amplifier. There we go, mass lightning. it didn't really matter. Obviously, they're all 4 seconds when you're dealing with common tech, also called white. But let's say we decided to do an advanced assessor module. But let's only go with level 2. Okay, well now we're at 10 minutes 1 second. That's actually less than if you used a single 3. Who knows what that's going to do? Obviously, the refit time is what you got to look at there. Just building this thing takes 20.5 hours. Even if you go back to a regular there, that actually went up. Do you see the build time there? Now it's 20 hours 44 minutes by going with level 5 here. And then if you go back to advanced 3, it goes up to 21 hours 26 minutes. So you can use this to plan things out, right? And you can do it without being in the game. Just copy it to your Google Docs or download it as an Excel or even a PDF. I wouldn't advise PDF unless you have the editor. All right, and it's obviously really easy to just edit it in the Google Sheets. So that's our recommendation, and Alex gets all the credit for this. All I did was find it, and I think Section originally posted it a few months ago. So that is the Public Ship Builder. All right, and have fun with it. It costs you nothing. See you guys later.